There's been a trend recently that there's not so many new players in the tournament. Yeah, it's the end of the season, so you know, just we gonna keep it together, I would say. Yeah, keep it, you know, family, roster, yeah. This is Duechayapol and welcome back to Behind the Dome, the show where I just don't have a script here and just wing it. Yeah, it is a vibe today for MCC Live Show Behind the Dome. Hey, anyway though, tonight we are going to take a look at the teams for MCC 28 as well as an analysis of something that, you know, something that happened in MCC 27 that changed the course of the event. Yeah, really. But until then though, here are the teams that will be competing in MCC 28 next Saturday. Here are the teams that will be competing in MC Championship 28. Red Reindeer with Jojo Solos, Gemini Tay, Good Time with Scar and Ranbu. Ranbu is here finally with some hermits, but will that lead them to a win in their name and finally giving Ranbu a win for him.
Let's talk about what you've been doing correctly. Oh my god!
Okay. Good, okay.
The transition!
Okay.
Gingerbreadman with Purple, Scott S. Major, Impulse V, and from MCC Rising, Bekyamon. The Scott and Becky duo is here in a canon event from their time in Red SMP and more. With Impulse joining the main roster, will that translate to their victory?
Just run.
Dude, this is my third time in a row getting first in Grid Runners. What's going on?
Let's go! S tier! S tier purple!
Yellow Yetis with H-Bomb 94, Awesome Dude, Cupfan 135 and False Symmetry. A mixed team of skills indeed, with the Subathon Man and many more hermits. From Sands of Time to Rocket Speed Rush, how would they fare in an intense competitive environment?
I can't hit anymore.
That is so annoying. That is so annoying. What?
It turned my mic thing on. I smacked the desk so hard.
Min Mistletoes with AMC, Hannah XX Rose, Shabo, and Sylvie. A team full of vibes and consistent improvements across the board. With Sylvie's prominent skills in the event, will the team reach their goal of winning a canon event?
Got him really low.
Same, there's someone...
I'm jumping down.
Yeah, me too.
Puns is like 6 HP. Hey, behind you, Sylvie. Yep, there we go. Trouble's low, if you can kill him.
Oh, Trouble's low, Trouble's super low.
Yes, Sylvie!
Yes!
We won!
Easy!
Sylvie.
Emerald Elves with Illumina, TommyInnit, Jack Manifold, and G Nelly. The funny side and the competitive side are clashed together in this team. How will the funny duo of Jack and Tommy fare in another team that is Emerald Elves?
Okay, yeah. Then I can blame you for the boss. Okay. Oh, okay, Elena did that one. Elena! I thought it was left! Elena! Ow.
Teal Turkeys with Pun, Sneak Snack, Solidarity, and CaptainSparklez. Two of the resident Teal Turkeys are back again, this time with the Cap and the Sheriff themselves. With their strong PP skills and movement, will they keep on the winning streak of Teal Turkeys going?
Okay. What do you mean?
Yes, I got first. Let's go.
Nice.
Yes, I got
It's like
Kara, second. Sneak this. Come on, Captain. Come on, Jordan.
Cerulean Candy Canes with Captain Puffy, Pizza Hut, Pollution Moon, and Martin in the Littlewood. Puffy and Poe's wishes came true with the Sauce Boss himself. From MCC Island Grind from Martin and many more vibes, will this be the team that Paul win with?
You got the speed. Good job, Pete.
Yes, I do.
Got it.
Thank you.
Nice. Well done.
Good calls,
Well done.
boys. Thank you.
Look again. You won.
Nice.
Number one.
Purple again.
Purple. I can't see red. That's the only one I can't see.
I can't see blue. Oh, wow, everyone went there.
They slipped behind me.
Who won that one?
First one.
Sapphire Santas with Critic Zeus, Big Zilla, Dr. Gluon, and James Turner. The Simmers are back and possibly better than before. From Zeus skills and dedication within the team, will this be their event to break the 8th place barrier?
Keep going, keep going. You can try and aim your trident. Yes, yes! Oh, yes! Nice. 3 seconds left.
I can't believe I finished with 1
You did
second
amazing.
left.
I'm sorry.
So good.
Oh my god, my heart is gonna beat out of my chest.
Purple Penguins with Antfrost, Velvet is Cake, Bad Boy Halo, and Punk. The Antfrost and Velvet duo is back from Pride 22. With chemistry and vibes between the same SMP and more, what will they pull out to win the event?
Oh, fudge. Oh no. What?
How?
Easy. Easy.
Pink Presents with Tapo, Filza, Ludwig, and Snifferish. Ludwig's back at it again in a competitive event after a devastating sense of time. But with that, will this be the event for him to shine?
Oh my god, I'm almost melted.
Fine. Okay, nice, okay. Okay, they're just camping the middle. They're just camping the middle.
Two frozen up top.
Okay. Go in mine. I've got the mark. Go in mine. Just someone go in mine. Claim it. Place it down. Okay, good.
These are all the teams of MCC 28. Yes, those are some very good teams indeed from Ludwig's return because, you know, competitiveness, Andy, yes, and as well as new competitor from MCC Rising, Beckhamon. So, hey, again, not too many new players in this event because we are family here in MCC and, you know, keep it as current players, I would say. Now then though, last event, there's that 5th game that people have been talking about when it comes to a comeback story. And, you know, there's a team that dominated that game so much because of their skills in other games and such. That game is a suitable game for this team to shine on with, you know, just location, positioning, and everything. So, without further ado, here's how Cyan Coyotes in MCC 27 dominate Meltdown.
I'm here. Purple team. I killed him. I killed 2. We got 2. I killed 3. Holy!
Timmy just ate.
Timmy, you just ate. I killed 2. Red team. On the right.
Person.
Yeah.
Pushing now.
Right. On me.
Let's stop right there for a second. What you just saw is an Apex Legends competitive player dominating in Meltdown. The newest game of the roster, as was the most tragic of them all. It requires plenty of team coordination, communication, and deciding what to do in each scenario. Now, the last time we discussed this game, we discussed the general strategy of the game itself. But that is not it when it comes to playing the game itself. We will have to take a look at MCC 27's Cyan Coyotes, the most unexpected team to rise up to the top after so many unfortunate games before. Let's start off by saying this. This team consists of variety and FPS gamers. Yes, people who rarely touch Minecraft apart from a casual Minecraft server. Yeah, this team was predicted as around 9th with their skills and experiences in the games. But what those predictions may not consider is, well, this game. Meltdown is designed to be a FPS-like type of game, with objectives, map coordination, and more, allowing for strategic plays as well as hero moments in the game itself. It really is a fun and entertaining game indeed. Now, back to Cyan Coyotes. Beginning with the first round, the thing that they have done right is trying to back off a potential clash between them and Blue, with Toes and Masayoshi being frozen by Punk. Backing up is a wise decision for them, I would say, yeah, because you know, clashing early in the game is not that great when it comes to placements. Next, they are clashed with Blue again in a capture point room, but this time in a much better scenario with the team being confident to take on the fight itself, wiping the Blue team down.
I'm out. On me. Nice.
Fight this.
I froze another one. Right there, heaters.
Press here.
Break.
I think one more maybe.
Where?
We're good.
Nice.
Next, they clash with yellow, but with this, they are prepared with a straight aggressive comms that they have, as well as pushing against the team itself. And this is why comms are very important in the game, and it is very crucial to notify when you are frozen and the status of heat that you may have.
Right, he's really close right.
Drop my heater. Nice!
I killed him.
Nice.
We need to leave soon.
Go ahead, follow me.
After the clash, they are faced with purple but preemptive heater placement, as well as analyzing a situation helps a lot in this case. Also, Timmy calling that he is pushing as well as going for the capture point itself helps the team to be notified and keep Timmy safe. At the same time, they manage to keep their ground and dominate over purple, orange and red, garnering them 1960 coins in the game, from both being aggressive as well as communicating throughout. And just step back aside, this team wiped out 3 teams. 3 teams, like that's insane.
I got it.
You're popping off.
They're
Five players, 4v1.
I froze.
Go right.
Frozen.
Last one.
Let's go!
We clutched it, baby. Holy.
Jody,
We're PvP. God.
Talking about.
Ow! Go. We're back.
What a rush! Oh, what a rush!
The second round, after they navigate throughout the rooms, they clashed with purple and red, and that's where the legendary 1v5 came.
I'm here.
Purple team.
I killed him. I killed 2.
We got 2.
I killed 3.
Holy.
Timmy just ate.
Timmy, you just ate.
I killed 2.
Red team. On the right.
Prison.
Yeah.
Pushing now.
Right, on me.
Yes, this is the reason why Timmy is such a good leader in a way and calling the shots. Being unexpected and being overwhelming towards the other teams is also a key in a way as well, with purple being overwhelmed a bit as well as consistent movement from Timmy, discouraging any opportunity that red could fight back. But well, he was frozen at the end of the 1v5, so yeah, it doesn't matter, I would say. But anyway though, his teammates helped clear out the enemies and then unfrozen him in the process. Yes. Now the next decision that they made is going for the center room, and in the process crashing and wiping the yellow team down in seconds.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
go back.
Going. On me. Got two.
Someone frozen? Oh no, I'm frozen.
I'm frozen. Nice!
Yeah, I blocked you.
Dead. All dead.
Nice. I'm up in 50.
Yep.
And with that, they enter the center room with around 1400 gap between them and green. And what they did differently this time for the center room is for the 2 of the teammates going down to the capture point itself, with one teammate going for the capture point and one just placing the heater and then backing up. It is a risky move, but with 2 heaters down, Timmy was able to thaw in seconds for the first time. But for the second time, he had Masayoshi helped him, with Toast busy helping Box freezing the opposing players, prominently Aqua, who were trying to contest the point itself. And with those freezes and avoiding the contesting of Aqua, they won the second round with a 2000 gap between them and green. That's really an impressive gap.
Nice.
Okay, go for the mine.
I got it.
You go for it?
Yeah, go for it. We're gonna cover you.
I got one.
Nice, Albert.
Nice. We got it all.
Let's go. Good strats.
Oh my god! You guys are crazy.
And finally, for the third round, they first avoid a potential fight in the second room they entered, as they beelined the capture point. After which, they settled in and focused on finding the teams by designating each angle around the capture point itself. This helps to communicate where the opposing teams come and try wiping them before going for the capture point. But you know, that doesn't matter anyway, cause there's no teams, so yeah, they immediately get the first capture point easily. Then, they beeline the center room again, but while almost being clashed by Lime. Yeah, it's a close shot, yeah. After which they gain position near the door to the center room and manage to enter the room successfully, while now being a little bit sandwiched between them red, green, pink and purple. And yeah, those they just pushed it, and you know, the story goes there. And yeah, it ended up being toast as the last man standing for the team casually in the center fan, gaining them second place. But during the crash, they managed to scoop up some fleeces from teams other than green at the time, with you know, pink, a little bit more purple, some of the red as well, yeah. Which played out pretty well with their aggressive pushes against the other teams. So 5,010 coins from the game. Yeah, this game alone pushed them to first place overall and made them stay up high in the top 2 to be in dodgeball. Now this is why you should not underestimate the Cyan Coyotes, yeah, really yeah. So what made them win? Well, first is communication. Every single step of the way, the team managed to communicate their status in the game, as well as their positioning in the game itself, not just going for the capture points. The second thing is overwhelming the teams. What you've seen in Timmy's 1v5 is how he immediately rushed and overwhelmed the opposing teams in order to come out on top of the clash. Same goes with Yellow, with the space being a choke point. And finally, the positioning. Despite the sandwich in the third round, their positioning in the rounds were great, from looking at angles to deciding not to fight if the fight deemed difficult or too open in the way, seen in the third round. Beelining the capture points is also a play as well, with the team managed to scoop 5 out of 6 capture points in the capture point rooms that they enter. At the end, it is not just about going for capture points, but communicating, positioning, as well as overwhelming teams and came out on top of them. This is MCC 27's Meltdown. And that would be the lesson for you, lads. Valorant, Apex Legends and everything, yeah, it really helps with the game that is Meltdown. Like, god, so many coins, so many gaps, tremendous performance from that team, and that game alone makes the team to be in dodgeball. So hey, it is worth it. It worths them. It worths it so much, and you know, slash that CBK predictions. So yeah, that is all from me for this Behind the Dome. We're gonna be back here again live this Friday, not this Friday, next Friday at 8 PM GMT to talk more about everything that you need to know for MCC 28. And then MCC Live Show for MCC 28 on Saturday at 7:15 PM GMT, 45 minutes before the main event, where we're gonna cover everything again, as well as some new segments in there. Yeah, I said the new segment. Yeah, there will be a new segment, so be sure to stick around there. Until then though, hey, Behind the Dome, by the way, after this event will still be on. So every Saturday after MCC Live Show 28, yeah, there will be still more Behind the Dome. We are not done yet. Anyway though, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, keep on watching Duechayapol. I'll see you guys next week, Friday. And team introductions, Sunday. Yeah, don't forget about that. Thank you so much. Bye bye.